Good morning and welcome back to the Adobe Ring Ranch. So overnight last night we did manage to get 0.8 inches of rain last night, which is great for the desert. Um, Everything is greening up nicely. Now we're a little curious about the road situation. So in a few moments, we're going to be taking you down to what we call a wash, which is at the end of our road to see the current road situation. Sometimes the direction of the storms would come in and cause a major rush of water coming down into the washes, and sometimes it does wind up washing out part of the road. Luckily for us, we do have a one-man road crew that does come by and maintains the roads. But the direction of the storm last night is leading us to believe that the road should be okay. And as we take our little walk down, I will kind of explain the directions of the storms, which are good and bad for us. So stay tuned. Okay, so after the rain last night, you can see out in the distance here, things are really starting to green up. Doesn't take much of a storm to cause the desert to green up, but there you have it. Now, just for a reference point, Big Bend National Park is out there. And let's talk about those storms. Sometimes we see storms forming way back there and we get our hopes up and we get excited, and they wind up not even coming close to us. So when those storms come through, it's kind of a heartbreaker because we don't get a drop of rain. Now in front of us is something called Rattlesnake Ridge.
That is correct.
And this is where when the storms do come through, this is the direction that we do like, because this is what brings rain to our house. And the weird thing is that we can actually see the rain approaching. It's almost like a rolling effect. As the storm is coming in, it just gets closer and closer. And believe it or not, sometimes we don't even, like last night, see these mountains in the distance. That's how hard it comes down.
We also do get storms from the Chisos, and we can see that rolling. But yes, more frequently we get storms over there. Last night, I think it was kind of the two directions converging because all of the mountains were obscured by rain last night.
Now let's see if we can get the one in the back here. If we go around the corner here, sometimes if the storms come in from this direction, which is called what up in this area? What direction is this?
Well, this is west of those are the Christmas Mountains.
Christmas Mountains.
That's what when rains happen there, that's what fills up our wash.
Yes.
Known as the East Corazon Draw. That's our watershed. So the water flows around the mountains here and floods our draw.
So sometimes, even though it's not raining at our place, if it's raining up in the mountains, we get the benefit of the water. So what we're going to do is take a little walk down to the wash /
East Corazon Draw
and just take a look to see if we have any water in there and if the road is washed out. Get Clint to open up the gate. And we do not have a gate because we're antisocial. We have a gate because we want to keep the javelinas out from destroying our plants.
And irrigation pipes.
And irrigation
because
pipes.
If they smell water, they'll rip up your pipes. They'll tear apart your water system. You rip apart everything.
And that would be a hellacious mess.
Mess, it would be. And yes, they are native, but they're very destructive. And if you're a gardener, you probably don't like javelinas. We don't.
We gated an area around our property. Would you say that's about a half acre?
No, probably at least an acre.
Oh, you think it's that
It's
much?
at least an acre.
So we did fence in about an acre of our property.
Maybe more.
Around the house.
Yeah, it's at least an acre, for sure.
The javelinas can have all this other vegetation and just...
Yeah, the other 98 or 99 acres. Just need to stay away from our stuff.
Now, this is the road leading out to the ranch road that we do have to take. And most of this is a dirt road. How far would you say it is from the house until we hit pavement?
Mile or two?
About a mile, two?
Mile or two, yeah. Probably more like a mile and a half or two.
So as you can see, that when it does rain, I don't know if you can see this, but it does come down the mountain and it causes these little gullies and whatnots and then comes out onto the street or road. But it's not a total washout.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Because we had 0.80 inches. If we had had 2 inches, it would probably be a total washout.
There's another little
But this was closed off and it breached this.
Yeah, so this was closed yesterday and now the water pushed it open. And this is another little area we have cleared out. This leads to our first well that we purchased with the house. So moving further down the road, like I said, we do have a one-man road crew that does come around after a rain and checks out all the washes, but I'm sure he handles the most important areas first, or the ones that he knows.
And this doesn't look so bad right now.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
It's actually a little better because it's more compact now.
And again, I think because that storm came in the other direction, right?
Yeah. So, looks like there was water in the draw, but I think there definitely was. It looks muddy, but I don't think it was. You can see the mud here. There was a lot of water down here. This is the cutout that the road crew created to keep this part of the road from washing out. So, sort of worked. Not really.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, they know what they're doing. They're locals. They know how the water comes in.
There was definitely water through here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
There was water through here. Yeah. But we saw a truck drive through here.
Yeah,
someone from the Airbnb up the road, so yeah, this not so bad. It's a little silty here. This will dry out in the sun.
Now yesterday, this little mounding effect was all the way across the road here, and as you can see, a lot of it is misting now.
Yeah, but we had a lot of loose sand. Now this is actually better to cross because this is much firmer now.
Yeah, the road here had like a softer sand, which made it a little difficult crossing. But with the all-wheel drive, we're still good to go. Yeah, so all this got washed out by the rain. And swinging back again, if it's not raining at our house and it's raining up in these mountains, the water comes racing through here. Sometimes we can hear the sound of the water
from the house.
From the house.
That's North Corazon Mountain ahead of us.
So we did get some rain. Did get some water through here, but this would have been probably still had some water in it if it came from a different direction. Yeah, it doesn't look like we need the road crew for this.
No, probably not.
So he probably won't be by. But yeah, look how wide this is. All this fills up with water. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so good news is we got some rain. Better news, we didn't get trapped. We don't have to wait for anybody to come and, I don't want to say rescue. I don't think we've ever gotten to that point yet, have we?
No.
Fingers crossed. We do have another way out, by the way. There is we can go the other way past the house.
Well, years ago when we were not full-time, we had a plane to catch and the wash got flooded. We had to go out the other way.
Yeah.
And cross the water down on the main road, but it splits out into several different forks. So
and there are a lot of
it's not as bad as trying to cross this. We would never have gotten across East Corazon Draw here.
Yeah, if there's water in there, you're not crossing it. The other way, maybe divots in the road, some potholes in the road, but we were able to get out, right?
Yeah, and we had to because we had a flight that morning. We had to leave, or that afternoon.
And we learned from that day on that we never catch a flight on the same day from leaving the house. We'll drive up to El Paso and spend the night and then catch a flight the next day, just in case we've ever come across issues like that. Because no matter where you live, you know you can't rely on the weather apps or the weathermen for that matter. Things just happen here. What do you say, Clint? If there's like
the higher the percentage, the percentage of rain, the less likely we are to get rain.
Right.
But they actually pretty much had it right yesterday.
Yes,
we had a good percentage. That's unusual.
I think they were predicting 7, and it came a little bit earlier. Yeah. So
the biggest rain we had last year was on a day with 0% chance of rain. I think we had almost 2 inches of rain on a day when we were not supposed to get any.
Right.
And it just happened. So my most common saying about rain is it just rains here when it feels like it, yeah. Which is pretty much it.
But we are grateful for any rain we get.
Yes,
here.
We always appreciate a good rain.
This has just made our morning a lot easier because
we didn't have to water.
We didn't have to water today.
Yeah.
And for some strange reason, the plants do respond much better
to rainwater.
They're happy to get the well water to keep them going, but you give them a little rainwater, and you can tell a big difference in their appearance and the rate of growth. What was that, a quail?
Quail, and we have a blooming cactus here.
That's pretty.
Which is probably because of yesterday's rain.
Let's see if I can swing around and get this. Look at that. Gorgeous. Yep. A lot of things will be popping now that
oh, yeah. Everything's going to go crazy.
The wildflowers are going to go nuts. So that's pretty much a wrap for today. It was exciting that we got some rain last night. So Hugh and Clint can take a little breather today and see what other trouble we can get into. Oh, Clint, maybe we can take a ride to Tractor Supply and go pick up some chicks.
Yeah. We're lucky it's an hour and 15 minutes away. No.
Just teasing. All right, everybody. You have a great day, and we'll be in touch. Bye.